أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد، وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري. يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد، وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري. يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد، وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري. يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
في سكون العين أدعو في سجودي، والدجى حولي سواد في سوادي. يا رؤوفا يا رحيما يا حليما يا كريما ما لفضلك من نفادي.
يا سميعا يا مجيبا يا عظيما،
اهدني يا خالق السبع الشداد.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد، وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري. يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد. أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد، وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري. يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
للهدى والحق وفقني إلهي، فعلى توفيقك اليوم اعتمادي. يا إله الكون يا عوني وغوثي، يا ملاذ الخلق في يوم المعاد.
is important to you.
Greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is some real change stock options trading journey. And today, Monday, November the 6th, I would like to thank you all for joining and being a part of this journey with me, as well as wishing you all had a great weekend as we prepare to go into this week. Right now, we're currently looking at the SPY. And you know, one of the things we wanted to implement this month was waiting until 10 o'clock before we take any trades. So we want to give ourselves a hand for exercising that amount of discipline just to start off with. Able to see a lot clearer what is potentially out there and what is hype. We're able to see if anyone is in trouble, and that is what we like to see, because when someone is in trouble, it gives us an opportunity to take advantage of their panic covering. So we're going to sit back, relax, guys, and wait until we see a clear sign to get into a position. getting in my warrior mode, but still being patient, realizing that no one is in trouble right now. There's nothing but traps out here. You guys have to see this. Traps out there right now, guys. No clear pattern. We will be on the sidelines watching. Let's just vibe out right now and watch and pay attention. I do have a 436 put in the chamber. Still early on this candle, guys. Still early on this candle. Be patient. Looking wonderful. No doubt about it. Definitely looking wonderful. If you made some money in that candle, go ahead, take your profits now, guys. But it's still early. Still early in the candle. We have a good full 2 minutes left in this candle. Please be patient. Please be careful. Protect your money. Protect your monies. The key area on here is the 4347. It breaking this daily support. Little less than 50 seconds on this 5-minute candle. If you made money on it, congratulations. Protect your monies. So again, if you were able to make money on that beautiful 5-minute candle and you protected what you made by getting out at the end of that 5-minute candle, then congratulations. And we definitely have a demand area established for today as well. Definitely see a head and the shoulders move for upward. The algos are showing us. We had one for that put. Now I see one forming for a call here. But again, it's not the move we want yet. No one is in trouble. But if you have not noticed, the stock is down trending as we are putting in lower lows as well as lower highs. So we did not want to be early and buy any of this bait and be used as liquidity as what exactly was happening. Yeah, boy, did I just called this out too, didn't I, guys? I said I saw this building to go for a call. But I just don't like taking trades in the middle of the chart. However, you can ignore it once you see it. And I even beat my buddy Eric in calling this one. This is a beautiful call. But again, as I was explaining, the reason why we definitely haven't taken a put is because we still wanted to see lower lows put in after we established a demand zone. After we have an agreement here between bears and bulls, the price should not go below this point. He wants to see who violates that. And once there was an agreement there, we see that the bulls were confident to step in. And this is what we have. We have bulls stepping in. We have bears covering at the same time. So whenever you have flush move of a covered, you can expect it to be the same size of the previous candle. And if you look at the length of this, that's about the length of the flush. Okay, it was beautiful. Okay, as these bears had to flush, hit the panic button, hit the profit button, or take this opportunity to size in bigger. We will wait and see what happens, but again, we didn't want to be a part of this liquidity. This was truly the first legitimate trade, but coming off of this previous activity, the safe trade is definitely to have to wait to see if we would have further continuation down. But in fact, the very next candle after a candle of stability was a reversal right back to instability. But nonetheless, what we want to see as we acknowledge what is happening between the agreements between bulls and bears, high, a lower high, a lower high. Okay. Agreements here, a low, a lower low, a lower low with the forming of demand. So now let's see if we can break to go lower. Now I will show what my trading plans are for today. And that was to take a call if we could get above this area, turn that into support for a move higher. But there's no reason for bulls to continue to buy. And that's a lesson for another day. So it's just a matter of time and not being too early, being patient, which is why I have a 433 put. I'd like to see that go down to the 431.5 and possibly the 431 if that does happen. Until then, I will do nothing and wait for the easy, safe money trade if it presents itself. If it doesn't, no trade equals no loss. So we much rather, that's the beauty about trading. When you take it to a professional level, there's no gambling here. There's no just getting in it because of how we feel. No. We have to have an A+ setup, or at least a B+ setup. Established risk management in our plan. Established entry area, what we would like to do, where we would like to go. And then the rest is patience and time. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it happens, that is an indication of not that we're going to win the trade. That's an indication of this trade is potentially worth a gentleman's risk of me getting in the trade based upon the criteria that has been met for my setup. And I have a clearly defined risk area. And a clearly defined profit-taking area. Not just one, but two profit-taking areas. This respected is a high-level, multi-million-dollar skill. Like it who like it, don't like it who don't like it. Get off the channel. This is a multi-million-dollar skill. And we want to conduct ourselves like this is not our money. And that you're going to be held accountable for every move that you make. At the end of the day, you have to go in front of a review board, pull up your trades, pull up your entries, and explain, why did you get in there? Why did you get in there? And then when you look at it that way and trade with that mind frame, because in actuality, that's what's happening. The people who are dependent upon you, the people who you want to take care of by reaching this ultimate level of success, the longer it takes you to get there, they want to know why. Why did you make that trade? Being sloppy with that trade, with that entry, that means your mama might have to work at her job 3 more months now. That means your wife might have to go to work 3 more months now. So just because we're trading our money, we have to realize that a lot of people are dependent upon us. Reason being, those are the people who you want to take care of once you reach the status that you desire from this. For some people, it's a couple 100,000. For some people, it's a meal or two. Some people, it's 5 or 10. It varies. But whatever you want to do with that, those are the people who you are held accountable for. So no, this is not just your money. So trade this like it's not your money. And you're going to have to answer for every trade that you and I take. And this is what we wanted to see. We do see now, again, look at the algos. Okay, bulls and the bears, low. Bulls and the bear, lower low. Bulls and the bears, a lower low. But the question is, lower high. Lower high. The question is, will we get a lower low? Lower low, lower high, a lower high, a lower high. And let's add everything else up. These are 5-minute candles. The bulls have not, in the past 15 minutes, broken past VWAP. This is the psychology part of it. The bulls have not broken past VWAP. This was a huge liquidity push that they used coming off of the bears, but it fizzled out. Yeah, the bears here, early bears got squeezed, but it came right back down as the professional bears sized back in and sized in more. And now what's happening? The bulls can't get above VWAP. The bulls can't get above VWAP. Yes, it's chop, but the bulls can't get above VWAP. So it still takes me back to what my plan is. If I'm going to take a call today, it's going to be in this area, going higher. And if I'm going to take a put today, it's going to be in this area, going lower. This is the danger zone. Staying out of it. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, guys, because it's like my prayers have been answered, are being answered. I prayed for more discipline. I prayed for more patience. Now I want to show you guys on a bigger scale here. Why? I'm thinking exactly what I'm thinking. Okay. And it's not me. I'm sharing with you what I'm learning on this journey so we can all get money together. I'm not charging you. The only thing I'm asking for is a like. If you tuned in, would you at least give me a like, please? That's all I'm asking for. Can I just please have a like? Thanks. Or a dislike. I don't care. But just don't sit on here and do nothing. You know. Either hate or appreciate. But don't just sit here and be on the sidelines. It's too much going on. We got to be active. We can't just be on the sidelines. You got to get in the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. If you're on this channel, you ready to play. So now, as I back it up and we look at the 5-minute on a larger scale, you can now clearly see why I said I only want to take a call if we get above this area. Okay? Full transparency. Look what I said. I said I want to take a 436 call. Okay? Enter around the 436.6 area. Okay? And go toward the 438 because as we look at half and whole dollar amounts, because that's what's going on right now. And then for the week, maybe 442. We'll talk about that maybe Tuesday. What we're doing about the week. Okay? That's what I want to do for the call. Okay? For the puts, I want to take a 433 put. Okay? And take that down to 431.5. Okay? And then 431. Now, if you look here, you can see why I want to take a 433 put. Because that means we would have cleared all of this madness right here. And that would mean that all of these bulls would now be in trouble. And that's what we look for on this channel. We look for someone to get in trouble and then they would have to cover. But if we get below here, all of these bulls will have to cover. So this is what a safe money is. The safe money, the easy money, the boring money is down here. The safe money, the easy money, the boring money is up here. It is what it is. And when we take a step back and we look at a larger scale time frame, and we don't have to go back that far. We just went to Friday. You can see in this area from support to resistance, hard flush. Then we can see Sunday action, Monday morning action, and then when everybody finally gets the opportunity to start trading, we can see. But what we don't see is this a trap for someone? It's not gonna be us, buddy. It's not gonna be us on this channel. I'm so grateful that I've actually sat here till 10:30 and not taking a trade. Man, I love trading so much, as well as everyone who watches this channel. We all love trading. But here's the thing, guys. We don't come to the market to get off on trading. We come to the market to make some money and then run. We have so much stuff going against us. We have the big banks. We have the institutions. We have the algos. We have the emotional traders that aren't able to be here all day, so they load up the open with a bunch of orders. We have market makers that are trying to get us at slippage. We have brokerage fees that we have to pay every time we enter a trade. We have a lot against us even before you enter this trade. That's why it's a gentleman's risk. So we're not on. Where we get off on trading is after 4 o'clock when we're practicing. We're on demand, practicing our strategies, practicing our interests, practicing our risk management, practicing taking profit, practicing leaving runners. We put hours and hours and hours in to make money in minutes. We want to use more size and less trades. We want to trade as less as possible. The more we trade, the only person who wins is our broker. Because they going to get a fee no matter what you do on this trade. So you never win what you think you win, and you never lose what you think you lose. You always win less, and you always lose more. You're going to have fees associated with every trade that we take. So let's not get it twisted. When we show up here, it's about the money. It's not about showing that we're good traders. It's not about showing that we're right and we can predict the market. We're not analysts. We don't get paid for that. We come on here to talk about what's going on and where in a short term, not in a long term. We ain't got no crystal balls. We don't know what this stock is going to do in the long term. We can only see what it's doing right now and base our decision making off what the stock is presenting us. And then based off what it's presenting us, we can choose whether we want to participate or not. But we don't get paid. You say, hey, this is where I think it's going, and nobody care. Did you make the move? Did you get money from it? That's all that matters. Did you run away, or did you stay and play and give it back? That's what we got to avoid. So yes, we love trading. But loving trading is not going to pay our bills. Loving trading is not going to allow you to quit your job. Loving trading is not going to allow you to help out those people who you love. Making money from trading is going to do that. And in order to make money, we have to have a system. Because people are not successful. I'm going to repeat it. For those of you in the back, people are not successful. The system is. The system is. You have a successful system. Therefore, people who follow the system are successful. It's not the people, it's the system and how well you follow the system. That's why you can go to McDonald's in any city in America and a Big Mac tastes like a Big Mac. I don't care who cooked it, because there is a system that is successful. So you could input anybody in there. Jack, Jill, Joe, John. And the burger is still going to come out the same. Because there's a system that's being followed. Everything in life that's successful has a system. Of course, along the way, there's bumps and bruises, trying to get it right, trying to make sure the ingredient is just right. Too much of this will hurt you. Too less of that is not as effective. So you're a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We know my man failed 1,000 times till he got it right. Once he got it right, we can now see. Once you get the system right, it's on. Literally. But take your time developing your system. Where traders go wrong at, and I've learned this because I am on this journey with you guys, is sizing up too big before you have a system and you blow your account. You don't stay in the game long enough to figure it out. The goal right now is to stay in the game long enough to figure out your system. Come to the market, implement it. Good risk management. See if it's working. Take notes. Adjust again. Go back. Practice, practice, practice. Study, study, study. Trade. Study, study, study. Trade. Study, study, study. Trade. You gotta ducks it. That's right. You gotta have statistics. I'ma say it. Because you gotta respect it. You gotta respect money. Man, I made over 15 million in this. Okay. I remember when he made his first million, his first 1.2. It was my hero, but I couldn't understand it at first. I do now. You got to have stats. You have to have stats. What are your stats? What are your proof that this trade, what's the winning percentage of this play in your setup? Have you have 20 lot sizes that you done traded it 20 times? What's the winning percentage from that 20 times? And then based on that, what grade did you give it? You have to develop a system. No way you're not going to be serious about this with the kind of money that's made and lost because you up against people like me. You show up here, I dare you to show up not prepared. I dare you to show up and you don't put in as much time as I do. I dare you to show up. Because don't get it twisted. The market is player versus player. We're a team here because we have the same goal, but the market is player versus player. Why do I say that? Because somebody is at the end of every trade. When you selling, somebody has to buy. When you buying, somebody has to be selling. So it's somebody on the end of every trade. Is player versus player. Don't get it twisted. So you have to come to this with that mentality. I will literally take your kids' lunch money. You show up here and you unprepared, and you think you just gonna put some money out here, man. Listen. You'll be that liquidity that happened when they gave all that free money out and everybody came running to the market with the money, but nobody took the time to get the knowledge to develop the system. When you got the system, you don't even need a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you that when you get the right system, you could come here and start off with about $2,000 trading options and get to rolling. But you got to spend more time off the market than you do on the market. It ain't about what happens during this hour. It's about what you're doing from 4 to 6, from 4 to 7. The studying, the practicing, the journaling, the reviewing, the speaking to other traders that want the same thing as you do. All right, I see another head and shoulders forming. Another great potential to go short coming up here at the 435 potentially. Need to see it break below this area. It did, but then it retraced. Still early on the candle. So this would be the area that bulls would have to defend to keep from putting in a lower low. As we assessed lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then all of a sudden here, we put in with this candle, broke that trend. But what is happening now, we don't know. We're just observing. But there is a base right here, guys. There's definitely a base. It's this 435-2 area. Strong base here. Strong base here. Let's identify it. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. A strong base here. Strong base. It's even stronger than this area of demand. This also shows you that once we had an area of stability, it reversed, chop, 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 trying to get stable again. Now it's reversing. So I have absolutely no problem not trading at all today. Because if I didn't trade at all today, that means I still won. That means I identified the algos. I see the trickery and the buffoonery and the foolishness that's going on, and we avoided it. Yes, we had a couple good calls that I called out. I saw this as we have a head and shoulders right here for this call. It's like we had a head and shoulders right here for this put. But that which preceded it, you didn't know this was going to happen. And that which came after it, you didn't know that this was going to happen. I didn't know. I saw it, but I didn't know. Just like right now, I see a put coming. How far it's going to come down? I don't know, but I see it. But I also know that I won't be convinced of anything. See how it's respecting that line? Look at that. Even on the line chart. There's that head and shoulders. Listen, we're being real transparent. Come on. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. I want y'all to learn like I'm learning. Man, I'm giving it up. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you. Boom. I'm about to show you. I'm giving it up. Can I get a like, please? I'm giving up the sauce. Please, I give a like. There go the head and the shoulders for the move down. Here go the left shoulder. Here go the head. Here go the right shoulder for the move up. Okay? Now, here go the left shoulder. Here go the head. And the right shoulder. For a move down. That's the sauce. Can I please get a like? Can I please get a like? That's cut and dry as it looks on the line chart. This is still in the middle of support and resistance. So they were trades, but they were not easy trades. Not easy trades. And which is why I showed you guys here when I backed it up. Remember, it's not about just taking a trade. It's about taking a safe trade in a safe area. Okay? We still taking a safe trade in a safe area. And that safe area is beneath or above. Everything else right now, when you look at it and you back up, it's chopped. It's chopped. And this is what we're avoiding as we come upon the 11 o'clock hour. Furthermore, even emphasizing what I'm saying, as you can see what just happened. Would have loved further continuation down because we would have retested demand. That would have been a great trade. But instead, The reverse just happened. Be careful, guys. Stay safe. We're here to make money. I'm not going to lie to you guys. On the side, I'm going to start taking these trades because I see the head and shoulder move. I see it. See it. But nonetheless, it's about us collectively. So I want all of us to be safe. So on this channel, we're only going to take the safest trades, the easiest trades that present themselves. This would have been a nice trade. Out of demand. I'm sorry, out of supply. That could have been a nice trade, but who knew? You know, the Bulls were really giving us the impression that they was about to, get it cracking. But there's just really no reason for the Bulls to buy this high. As I show you guys the daily chart, look at the daily chart. Even though last Friday we went up to 436, there was no place else to go. And what a drop we had in the last closing hours of the market. We have to really understand what's going on. From 436 all the way down, 434.7, it's a huge drop. That's showing the people that made their money off of this. I don't even want to say what kind of size this weekly candle is, but it's the biggest elephant weekly candle we've seen in a long time. This week, this one candle overtook 2 weeks, overshadowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. This one candle, 1 week overshadowed the last 5 weeks. So for people to, back up here guys, for people to get to this now and say, hey, Friday we've made our money, I'm gonna go ahead and cash out, no problem. But there's no reason for them to bring any more fresh money to the market. That's what we're looking at. No more fresh money to the market. Hence, which is why we have a doji. And what does a doji represent? Indecision. Okay? If you need to learn the candlesticks, guys, I strongly recommend that you guys go on the channel and take a look at the playlist. And in the playlist, we do have, okay, how to read the candlesticks. Pull that up. Okay, on the Some Real Change channel, guys, we do have Learn the Candlesticks, 15 videos where you can learn the candlesticks, what they mean. It's free. Free beginners course, free intermediates course, free learning the candlesticks. We're here to get our money from the market, not each other. Let's get that money from the market. This ain't no trap. Wish these people would stop trying to charge people. It's ridiculous. That's showing you that they ain't making no money in the market. Not everybody. Some people are making so much money that it's worth for you to pay for it. But they're showing it with proofs and evidences and P&Ls. They just didn't dump a bunch of money in the market like many people can't afford to do. The average person can't afford to just dump a mill in the market and be like, you know what, I was down 70,000 last week, but nobody can relate to that kind of foolishness. Don't fall for the trap. You ain't trading. You're trapping. It's a difference. Trading requires education, study, and skill, and learning and understanding the psychology of these candles and what they mean and what's going on, because all this is a result of whatever conclusion, whatever fundamentals, technicals, opinions, earnings is all exercised with people buying and selling. I don't care what takes place before that. You still got to come here and press buy or sell, buy or sell. And based upon that, you're going to leave clues. Going to leave a trail. The reason the market respects these levels is because it's humans and we operate off of memory. The last time the market was here, it went down. So once it got there again, it went down. The last time it hit this area, it went up. So when it hit this area again, it went up. It's simple, not easy. Not easy. But it's simple. But you have to respect it. Because what's at stake? And what's at stake? Millions, or everything you got. Everything you willing, the market will take every penny you willing to put in the market if you're not coming to the market with the mentality that you're going to take money from it. I promise you it's going to take money from you. If you're not coming here with that mentality and you're going to take money from the market, give me that sandwich out your hand. Market's going to take your money. So this indecision that the market is showing right now at 11 o'clock being stuck in the middle, I'm happy to say has not won any of my money, and I'm going on to the next part and phase of my day. I've secured the money that's in my trading account. I have not jeopardized it. I have not put it at risk. I have no problem answering for any trades that I took or didn't take today. Explaining why I didn't take them. None of these trades, no matter how much sense they made, are in my playbook. And there you have it. So I will be back, inshallah, around 1 o'clock and see what the market is doing around that time. But after a week like last week, after a Friday like Friday, hey, for the market to be like this on Monday, it's okay. As long as no one fell for any traps. As long as no one got tricked up. As long as you protected the money if you chose to reach out and grab it. You're trading safe this month. This is Abdul Shabazz for some real change stock options trading journey. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless you. Be well. Be back at 1 o'clock. See what happens. Might even stream again. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this one And if I see something at 1, we'll jump back on it and talk about it. Set your alarms at 1. Protect your money. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.